How do I take it? Couple hits of caramel, 3 Splenda, 3 cream, just so you know. Oh, that's the way to start the day. But even better, spending a day in the life with a flat rate mechanic, trying to make a living in the shop, getting people back on the road. I'm Jimmy, we're making it work. Welcome back. If you're new here, now you know. There's a certain process that goes into opening any repair shop, but ours I think is quite unique. Most places you don't flip lights on with switches and miscellaneous extension cords and stuff, but that's how we do it. Not sure what happened there, but okay. Every day is like a unique experience. Learning things, having fun, seeing what you can get done. Swimming against the tide, rowing your boat because of the banjos, they're right behind you. All of those things, we try to make it exciting, interesting, and reduce the amount of frustration that comes across in the videos. I've been having a hard time with that the past few months, but we're doing what we can. I hope the videos are worth watching and subscribing and torquing like buttons and all that stuff we ask for as creators all the time. But I'm more mechanic than creator. I'm frankly not very good at being a creator. I just enjoy doing it, and I hope the videos help somebody out a little bit, and we build a community. I've made lots of new friends, and I really enjoyed because of that. If you're looking for the most excellent audio, video, and lighting ever, then you need to turn into one of the studio auto repair channels who make believe they're fixing cars. So that's not what this channel is about. So we do our best though, we try. And I am learning about lighting and stuff, like I can move behind this truck and not be in the sunlight, and it changes the way the lighting looks. When I move back here in the sunlight, you can see my pretty face even better. I got a beautiful orange glow like I got a tan. But nothing's really happened any different, just lighting. And we all know. 62 degrees this morning, a little chilly for a t-shirt, but I'm kind of embracing it. I know it's going to be 72, 73 degrees later on, so it's going to be a beautiful day. Hope it's nice where you are and you're getting through all the snow I keep seeing in the news. Let's stop flapping our gums, get the shop open and get to work. What do you say? It's Wednesday, hump day. Let's get to it. Stay tuned. If you saw yesterday's video, the spark plugs and wires on this side is going to be repetitive. So we won't go into detail, but they're right there. Coils are right there. Just in case you didn't see yesterday's video, what are you doing? Go back and check it out. I'm going to pop these plugs and wires in. We're going to do some brakes. Looking forward to it. I got all my parts here ready. Hopefully they're right. I haven't checked, but they look right at a glance. Alright, pop some wires on there. And we're done with the tune-up stuff. Alright. The coils, feels like click click, 2 clicks. The spark plugs, 1 click. But they're on there. Just got to get the wheel liner up. I got to do an oil change. I don't know if I even filmed this thing. I was a little frustrated. I might not have filmed the smart car. Look at the little tiny oil filter too. There's actually an oil filter in there. I'll show you once I get this wheel well back in. Oh my goodness. Once you start off the day by telling someone they're not going to get paid for something they did, and you have to argue to get paid what's fair. Now I'm frustrated, so nothing's going to be easy now until I take a Valium. Wish me luck. It's the only lift that'll lift it. People keep saying Mobile One's trash. Mercedes recommends it. God, I stole my own air chuck. No battery. See if it still works. I'm gonna take the air fitting and put it in mine. My battery's dead too. These things always leak. That's why I was trying to avoid using it. You can see what battery this thing takes. Broke it open. I broke the rubber thing off. It got so hard and brittle you couldn't get to the batteries. AAA's, okay. Got some high quality Amazon Basics batteries. Oh no. Tell me it wasn't the batteries. I just had to order a new tool cart this morning, but I got a metal one this time. I guess I gotta get it. I guess I can get one of these guys too. Merry Christmas! I'm gonna take the batteries back out because at least they're worth something. So I've had this now probably 4 years. I guess that's all you get. Not like it used to be where you bought something and it lasted the rest of your life, or at least 10 or 20 years. Nowadays, it's like, whoa, it lasted 4 years? That's pretty good. An Astro used to be one of the better companies, but should have got Snap-on.
I'm never going to get over that smell. It still grosses me out.
Oh, I got to get my mini smart car oil filter wrench. 24 millimeter. The bigger problem I'm seeing, it's going to drain onto the lift. I'm going to have to make a cool cardboard oil change deflector panel for smart cars specifically. They should sell them. Let's get the oil drain under that. What an exciting morning so far. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. I've probably edited most of the griping and complaining out. I know nobody wants to hear it, so I gotta tame it down, try to make it worth watching the videos and think about that kind of stuff too. Although I love venting to you guys, you listen so well, never talk back, never interrupt. It's really nice having you there. Get a piece of cardboard for this oil drain. Isn't that just adorable? Here's the thing. I got to vent for a second. I went to go get a cardboard box out of the garbage. And this goes to a Honda BBT solenoid. They put the old solenoid they replaced back in the box, closed up the box, and threw it in the trash. I put it in a scrap pile where it goes. Just so you know. I feel like I did something today already now. I don't know why you'd want to throw it out and have it in the garbage. You must not be the person that empties the garbage. Metal doesn't go in the garbage. I don't even like throwing spark plugs in the garbage. Is that weird? I don't know. Just me. I know, it's just me. Guys. Well, it wasn't leaking. That's good. Just in case, get my dormant oil deflector. I didn't need a deflector, FYI, but didn't know that ahead of time. That's the coolest thing ever. Alright, I'll give that some time. Take a sedative, unwind. Sit back and relax, enjoy the show. From here on out, it's going to be nothing but positivity and good things happening. It's literally been a few minutes, it's just staying at the same rate. Okay. We will wait, that's all. It's been 3 or 4 more minutes. Still going. You gotta be patient when you're doing a lot of LOFs. You know what LOF stands for? Lube, oil, and filter. But there's nothing to lube on this car, so it's really just an OF, oil and filter. Plus tire pressure, washer fluid, things like that. Original belts, probably hasn't had the transaxle serviced. Drain, fill, real easy, but car doesn't get driven a lot. Oh, we'll give it some more time. I'm not in a rush. We're at about 15 minutes, and I'm determined to win. I'm gonna let that go until it stops trickling and just goes to a drip. See how long it takes. You wanna wait, or we'll come back? It's got to be boring. It's boring for me. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. Does it take so long?
Friday can't end soon enough, man.
Friday can't end soon enough.
Like, Toyota went out of the way to make this piece of shit.
1.8 hours labor for them valve cover gaskets. Oh yeah. Up there, because I see it says 5 quarts on the paperwork, but I'm not feeling it. But I put 3.5 in and it's on full. And that little filter ain't gonna hold a 1.5 quarts, so I'm gonna put a little splash in there and it should be good. See? Right on the full line. Probably can't see it. Killing me, bro. Three and a half it really holds. Put a sticker in this thing, call it done. How about that? Oil change was due in 2,000 miles 2 years ago. Well, 3 years ago almost. Basically don't drive. Alright, brakes on the Silverado. Oddly enough, the calipers held to the bracket with a 19. And the brackets held to the spindle with an 18mm head bolt. We'll compare the threads once we get it apart. I'm guessing the threads are bigger on the smaller head bolt. I hope they are. Oh, those are pretty beefy. I don't know. This could be a contest, could be up in the air here. We are about to learn something together. Okay. We're going to learn that doesn't come off that easy, that's all. What should we do at this point? Let's get a screwdriver. There's an 87 Mustang out in the grass. See what happened with that, but customers are already online complaining about the last shop ripping them off. So we'll see what happens. Ow. Said he has a spongy pedal ever since they worked on it. Just hopes we can fix it. Okay. All we can do is give it a try. These pads are original, man. They were glued to the caliper. That's a factory thing. The opposite of lubrication is glue. Definitely need a brake. It's not emergency, but they're not long for the world. I think we got hardware too. Let's look. We got nothing but the best CarQuest brakes, but premium gold. That's how you know they're good. It says it right on the box. Look at that. Under hardware, so I can rip those off of there. They even look like they might be right, so that's good. The hardware is not always right, by the way. It's been a while since I've done a brake video. I'm going to repeat it. The hardware is not always right. You have to really look closely. If the bends and all little things aren't, so this doesn't look like it was even in right. If the bends aren't extremely close to exact, probably should reuse the original hardware and clean it up. We'll start fresh with some orange silicone ceramic extreme. You put extreme in the name, becomes top of the line product immediately, just because it says extreme. And I always try to get the grease in the flat area, majority of it at least. That way, when you slide it in past the rubber, some of it will stay and lubricate all the way down into the bore. But realistically, if you don't get any water intrusion, it doesn't need much grease. Man, I'm so excited about that.
The customer's going to bring you a new battery.
Oh, that is exciting.
But I still got the 1.5, so you
Okay.
still got the 1.5.
Oh, perfect, perfect.
But yes, it's here.
All right, thank you.
And I got you a nice Bosch, good one. I didn't get you no Duralaz junk,
Heck yeah. No napper.
no Napa. I went straight Bosch. I'm sure that thing's probably not easy to put in.
Not easy to put in.
Is that your small block back there?
Yeah.
What's wrong with it?
You want it? Can I have it?
Is it core?
It's a 4-bolt main.
No, is it a core?
No. It's a 4-bolt main.
Oh, because you went with a crate motor, that's why.
Yeah, I bought a crate.
You were originally
The
going to
machine
redo that
shop
one?
said it was going to cost more money to build that
Or
block.
put a crate.
It's already 40 over. I got
That
the,
is?
Yeah, I got the pistons and everything for it, but I was going to have the block boiled, clean, get new cam bearings in it, and check all the measurements.
told you all that.
And the machine shop's like, yeah, for $3,500. I'm like, so.
And you drop in crate motor for that,
But
right?
it rounded out 3 cam lobes, so all that metal went through the motor. So I wanted to clean it all up real good before and he was like, it's so expensive, so I bought that crate motor that's in the truck from Summit, 24 months no interest,
For how much?
$6,000.
Oh, okay.
But it would have cost me $6,000 to build a roller motor. It's full roller valve train, cam, and everything's roller. And it comes with a 3-year, 36,000 mile warranty, which they already warranted the carb out for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it had a carb on it?
Yep.
It was literally drop in.
Yep.
Distributor too?
Yep.
What the? That is badass.
Yep.
Okay.
Carb the oil pan, ready to go. I put a fuel pump on it, and I had to get a push rod and a flywheel.
That's it.
And then I had the carburetor gave me so much trouble. I put fuel injection
Right.
on it, and they warranted out the carb, so I kept it at home in the box in case I had a problem with the fuel injection. But the carburetors today
What
don't like
carburetor
they don't like the alcohol in the fuel. It was a 750 Holly.
Damn.
What's that?
I mean, to resell it's about $250, right?
The carburetor? Yeah, probably.
It's new. That's what I'm saying. It's new,
Yeah,
right?
it's brand new.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's brand new.
$950, that'd be a little bit different.
Yeah.
See, that'll walk back there. Who's that?
Jeez Louise. See if a new battery helps. Should say fully charged. Goodness gracious. Have I mentioned before that that seems like overkill? I don't know if I said it. I probably did. I probably have mentioned it twice or once. Ooh, watch your feet. Apparently the alternator's here. For the Audi I looked at. Customer hasn't brought the battery yet, but I can put the alternator in. I want to finish these brakes first. These only take 20 minutes, really. I'm going to go ahead and dress this bracket, because we don't want a bracket going around undressed. And once I put the rotor on, I'll just be ready to pop it on that way. Killing me, bro. Absolutely killing me today. A little tweak, but that'll be alright. It's got to go over to the left so that this will fall down into the slot. And you say, how do we do that? With a hammer. There you go. Side cutters, whatever you want. Takes two hands to get that done. Of course, you know, if you remember my last brake job, grease goes under and over the hardware. I used to go visit Grandma for Christmas up in the north, where Erico lives. Now, I feel the need for speed. You know what movie that's from? It's in really good shape. I'm just going to knock any loose stuff off of here and make sure it's not going to get to be a problem. Need to fill up my brake clean container, that's right, you know it. I'm in a mood to live on the edge, but I do have to have my holes lined up. There you go. I feel like starting with a power tool. Don't do like Jimmy.
Senor,
Yes.
brake job for you, sir.
All right. After this brake job and after the Audi alternator, or before it?
This is a no rush on this one,
Oh.
what I'm told.
All right.
Customer replaced several brake parts, and the pedal is still soft.
All right. 87
Prior, they had no
Mustang. Worth
issues with
another
the brake
shot.
pedal, only changed for renew reasons. Renew reasons, I guess he means restoration. So I'll put that in your little side bin there, okay?
For new reasons.
For renew reasons.
Hope everyone's getting their Christmas shopping done early. I'm already done with mine. You know, we have a little fun with it, but I try to do it early. Everybody wants gift cards this year. What do you think about gift cards? Are they good? I don't mind them, but a lot of people think it's impersonal. I'm like, well, it's smart though, because people seem to be able to get exactly what they want rather than add to their credit card. What I tend to do is they want a gift card, I go, okay, I'll get you a gift card, and then I spot something I think they really might like. You have to be spending a lot of time around people that are family and friends though to really know the things they pass and go, oh, that's cool. And you remember it as a gift, right? Those are the best gifts, I think. But it's not always practical because going to get a gift for your Uncle Don and you haven't seen him in years to know exactly what he might want, then it's just you're taking a guess, getting him something generic or something like that, which is kind of boring too. Tell me in the comments what you think. Right hand inner. That's easy. When the service manager or a future service manager says you have a brake job, what they really mean is you have a classic car another shop couldn't fix, and the owner's already left bad reviews online. Good luck. That's the translation. I love it, man. Even though you're here to make money, you want to make a living and pay your bills, take care of your family, I also embrace the challenge. I just hope that it works out to everyone's benefit. If you stay tuned, you'll find out. Look past all the crying and complaining. See if we get it accomplished and make it work. One wheel done. How do you like that? Someone's been topping off the brake fluid. Naughty, naughty. Not gonna make Santa's nice list now. Before I do that Audi alternator, which I think is actually going to be really easy, we're going to get a look at this gem over here with the brake problem. Look at that race car. Whoa. It's going to have the mean 5-liter. Look at hood pins and stuff. You got to keep the hood closed somehow with all that horsepower. 5-speed too? Holy moly. And there's a smoker. I'm feeling a little silly, I apologize. Look at the size of that hood scoop. What the heck? This thing's got like Recaro seats, man. That's crazy. Corbeau. It's got real Corbeau seat belts, at least I know. I might have to see if I can. Oh, there it is. Uh-oh, how am I going to drive a manual? I have to lay down. Okay. I'm going to see if I can get it on the back lift. Windshield's broken. Make a note. See if I can get it on the drive-on rack back here. Get an idea what's going on with the brake pedal. Holy moly, there is no brake pedal. Something wrong. I'm going to nurse it onto that back lift. I can't do the manual and bring you guys along for the ride. And we'll come back. Uh-oh. That might happen. Thought it was going to be a lot worse. I got to move the back over a little bit. Kind of went off the rails. Looks like someone put one brake hose on it. I don't know what all the work he's talking about, but it's, I mean, the car is what's left of the car. Oh, it's got a new rear brake hose and a brake line to the back. But why is that line small? Usually it's a 1/4 inch to the back because it feeds both. I guess because it's wheel cylinders, it's all right, but the car is really rusty. But we had a little mishap. We got it straightened out. And we got a lot of rust to deal with. Try to get him a brake pedal. But I got to do that Audi first, which is what I was going to do. But I thought, let's take a quick look at the Mustang so they can put an estimate together. And here we are an hour later. The guy with the Audi, he's jonesing, and I don't blame him. Let's get that one done. The Riley guy came by, handing these out. Boom. I don't think it's magnetic. Maybe it is. Oh, this isn't the right car to check. Here you go. There you go. It's lightly magnetized. It's not hardcore. Just enough that it won't slide around and flop around on you. Here's our alternator. I think if I get the belt off, 4 bolts, 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top, a couple electrical connectors. Should be easy like most things, right? I think that 13 down there is the battery cable. These look like 13s. Gotta pop that off. I didn't check the belt loose yet. I was curious whether this bolt clears the power steering. It's going to be close. Let's see if that's a 17, 18, 19. Oh, it might be a 16. Doesn't clear the power steering, but you just drop it in when we put the new one in. Wouldn't that be optimistic? Let's see. It's only a battery cable, shouldn't be crazy tight. Drop, drop, drop. Alright. That's probably one of the easier Audi repairs I've done. Ever. Now, that's the bolt that didn't fit. So I must acquit. This doesn't fit in here great too. I'm probably not supposed to do it this way. It's probably a much more complicated procedure I'm supposed to follow. Not a lot of room. No?
So this one,
Having a rough day. Let's do this. Turn this day around. Not out of the woods yet, but it's on there. You gotta get it lined up with a. Oh, blind it! There's a notch that the cable sits in, which is kind of good because it won't spin it when I tighten it. I don't want to get crazy with that gun, but now the original alternator battery cable nut fell down a little hole in this radiator support cover. It's got no holes in it, just one. That's all I needed. One hole, done. I feel compelled to plug this electrical connector in too. One back here. How can these bolts be started? And these ones don't find the hole. I'm guessing something about the way the alternator sits exactly. Right, there it goes. Oh goodness, there's 3 of them started and the last one won't go. I'm gonna have to go back in there and tighten that 4th bolt with a different setup. My socket doesn't really fit well. Apparently the belt didn't stay on where I needed it to. Nope, but think this is the one with the water pump under the intake manifold. I've done them. They're a blast. Like most things Audi. You look with me and tell me if that thing's on all the pulleys correctly. Oh, it's on the, it's going towards the back of that smooth one. I'm gonna have to readjust that. And then we'll tighten that last bolt and put the battery in. Quarter drive stuff works every time. I didn't do that to the weather strip and Joey liked it. Nothing metal. That's alright. We make do with what we got. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you nauseous. I'm nauseous too, so we're all on the same page. We're all nauseous together. Alright. I'm going to tighten this up. 2 battery cables. Throw a few things in there. And see if it's charging. I'm sure it will be. What a day. Now these were crushed all the way and up at the top of the post, but it's not like that now. We got it. There's some kind of way this goes. I don't know. Something like that. Alright, fired right up. All done. I'm going to put a voltmeter on it. Service due and all that kind of stuff, but put a voltmeter on it to verify 100%, but the battery light's out, so that's a head start. Negative. Positive. That's what we want to see. Boom. Another car bites the dust. A little bit of that Zaxby's kicking chicken sandwich. Oh, that's good. We got parts for this. We're not doing, it needs a lot of work. We're just doing this. I said I needed a thermostat with housing, and they got me this. There's nothing really wrong with it, but we got it. I guess we'll put it on. So what I started doing here is taking this front mount off, because that's where it is. It's underneath that. Hopefully it fits out of there without too much fanfare. What do you think my odds are today? The way things have been going, is it going to be peachy keen and come out the way I'm hoping? I got a jack under it too, so that's why it didn't go. I think I might need an extension for these. Oh, it's been an interesting time. Interesting time.
Can you walk over and look at the Audi real quick? She's in the radio.
Okay.
Other than that, I mean, all we did out of everything on there was valve cover gas for 50 liters. So. Okay. Thank you.
It's stopping me from working on this. So look at the Audi, so let me go do that. The lady with the Audi came back. She said my radio doesn't work now. So I don't know. It came in with a stone dead battery and not charging. So I don't know what worked or didn't work before. So when I first got in the car, not a single dash light or dome light or anything lit up. The battery was like 4 volts. So nothing did anything. She said it worked before. It doesn't work now. I'm like, well, we can figure it out. Something reset maybe. So either there was a problem with the radio before. It has 165,000 miles. So now we have to figure out, was there a problem with the radio before? Or did something happen when the battery's disconnected? Which would mean it always happens when the battery's disconnected, right? So it shouldn't be the first time to figure it out. It will be for me, I'm thinking. But we'll see. I told her she had to leave it with me. So I got them working on that now. We'll see what happens with the Audi. I might be working on it again here momentarily. Until I hear otherwise on the Audi, I'll keep working on this. Got the bracket out. It's a 13 and 3/16. Now I can see my part. 2 hoses and a bunch of 10mm bolts. It should be easy, right? Wish me luck. Got a little coolant on your face. So far the bottom ones are all longer. I think that's it. Gasket in. If I don't catch threads, I know I'm in the wrong spot. Right? Sounds easy. .89 inch-pounds. I tried to configure the battery in the Audi. There was too much information it wanted. So we got the programmer guy who was here to do the Silverado transmission. He's trying to program it and get it to work. Apparently when the battery goes dead and it wakes up again, it goes, hey, what happened with the battery? I'm not letting you have a radio until the battery configuration's done. So, it's Audi stuff. There's nothing easy anymore in this world, I guess, but keep on rowing. That's all you can do. What's really crappy though, honestly, you know, I can handle a lot of stress and a lot of nonsense, but my biggest problem is while I'm trying to row away from the banjos, it feels like something or some force is drilling holes in my boat. It'll turn around though. We're just going to keep on rowing. That's what we do. Keep on rowing, ride out the storm, however you want to put it. I'm going to torque the thermostat too, just in case. The programmer guy's like, wow, you got a really old Autel scanner, you need to update that. Yeah, right after we fix all the lifts and stuff and the tire machine, maybe we will. I don't know. I said, it's easier to just call you when something happens like this. Luckily, he happened to be here, so. These bottom two I got to do by hand, and then use a ratchet wrench because the frame's too close to fit a socket and ratchet in there. Unless I get a hand ratchet, which they spin in pretty readily anyway. I don't see any point. My friend SJ was just saying, man, them ratchet wrenches seem like they're handy. You use them all the time. I gotta get a set. If I can only have one set of wrenches, this would probably be the one I would have. The only downside is there's no open end action if you need that to squeeze into a spot, but and they have a little bit of extra back drag too, but nothing horrendous, but it takes a little getting used to putting your finger down there with it. Not like a Coke and quarter drive. And the rest of them are easy like Sunday morning. Now what's really cool is these spacers go under here. So I'll get this in place and drop spacers in. I don't know why that's so funny to me. I don't want them to fall. The other one fell coming apart, so you didn't know any better. You think this thing was LS swapped or something with all these adapters and stuff. So much. There's a huge amount of play in the bolt holes too. Fiat and Mercedes really did a number on the Chrysler brand. That's all I'm going to say on the matter. Two brands of cars that are some of the worst to work on, Fiat and Mercedes. And I know there's a Fiat mechanic out there going, no way, they're the best. Oh, wait a second. I think there's a third spacer. I didn't see a third one drop. There's a huge gap in the back bolt too. That's why it didn't make it to the floor. I have to get the air box back in. I think I'll put this rubber grommet back in the air cleaner housing. Get that back in. This hose, I believe, goes like this. Now I can get to this screw down here. That's a little bleeder screw for getting the air out of the system a little bit better. It's not foolproof, but it helps. This goes into the air cleaner. We're going to put a little bit, it tells you not to do this, but it's the only way it really goes together and comes apart in a semi-normal fashion. Best they can come up with, huh? 13. Programmer guy still out there messing with that Audi. It's supposed to be included with the 1.8 hour repair, I guess. But the amount of time it took me to do this coolant housing, I just keep adding coolant and waiting for it to come out of the bleeder. It still goes in slow even with the bleeder open. Kind of unusual, but patience, grasshopper. It's trickling down very slow. I see it. Now I see it. We'll snug that up. We'll see if we can burp any more air out of it with the engine run. This thing is warming up. He's still out there messing with that Audi. It's the programmer guy said there's something wrong with the radio. There's an infrared wiring connector that goes in the back, and it doesn't see a signal. When he plugged it in with a bypass tool he had, and the radio lit up, he plugged it back into the car like it's supposed to be, and the radio goes out. He said there's something wrong with the radio. Either happened when the battery went dead, or it's been down for a while. Who knows for sure? Customer insists it worked before, but I insist that putting an alternator battery in a car don't affect the radio. So we'll see what happens. Manager's out there talking with the customer. This businessman, I'll tell you what, if you don't have a strong resolve, I'm pretty damn stubborn, and I've been doing this a long time, but there's definitely a point where you go, here's your keys, we're done. So we'll see what happens. I feel bad because you always have to doubt what's going on. You have to wonder, am I being lied to? The customer thinks I'm lying to them. You know, just something happened in the interim when the battery went dead. Who really knows? But I do know that the time I did this repair, they've been messing with it. And this is like a 2-hour job. And then they wanted me to go look at it for free. I'm like, well, I'm busy doing this. You want to take a look at it? I looked at it about 5 minutes and then said, the battery's relearned. I don't know why the radio doesn't work. And they've been on it for an hour and a half now, right? So, I don't know. I'm tired of defending myself about it. I feel guilty even when I don't think it was my fault. Is that normal? You guys feel that way? I'm clearing the codes on this one. We're going to call it done. It's been running about 20 minutes. Temperature gauge never went over half. All my codes is gone. You can turn the key off. Fire it up. All of our dash lights are out. Take this thing for a drive. See if we can get something else done today. Something with less of a fiasco. Maybe they should make a car called the Fiasco. Alright, let's see if we can get this fluid level perfect and take it for a drive. Put 4 more quarts of fluid in it so far. I'm going to call that good. It's just a tiny bit under hot. It is pretty warm. But what I'm going to do is go drive it. Make sure it's fully hot. It's gone through all the gears. Any air pocket at any of the valves or passages will have fluid in them. And we can check the fluid one more time. And if it drives good, fluids level's good, we're done. You know, it's high performance when I did an AC delete. This here is not how it's supposed to be. They've got a line teed in off the back, and I don't know where it goes to. Goes under the booster. It's supposed to be the front port goes to the back brakes, one line. The back port goes to the front brakes, one line. And then there's 2 lines going to the front separately out of the valve, and they got this one blocked off. And then 1 line going to the back, which I think is where that one goes, but it's a 3/16 line. It's supposed to be a 1/4 inch. So he's talking to him about changing all that stuff over. And we'll fix the hood, try to get him some brakes, and see what happens. I'm afraid to back it off the rack now because my truck's right behind it. It was a very interesting day. We got a lot done. At least the Silverado's done, Grand Caravan's done. They're trying to deliver the Thunderbird, but I think the back of the convertible top's leaking, which they're going to mess with that. I don't have any convertible top experience to even attempt that. So tomorrow we'll pick it up again. Tomorrow will be Thursday, and we're going to make it work then too. Hopefully it won't be quite as entertaining as it was today. I'd rather have a little bit more of boring brake jobs and axles and stuff like that, and alignments over and over again. But we'll see. It's been a while. We're going to do what we can. Torque the like button on the way out. I really appreciate that. Hope I see you in another video. You're awesome.